Oh my god, you like anime too? Sorry, ew.
Dude,
Ew,
rest
you
in
like
peace.
anime
I
too?
miss him already. He is dead. And Patreon killed him.
It's very sad, isn't it?
Did you see?
Patreon, Patreon
Yeah,
killed him too?
my name Patreon. No, I meant to say Fiverr. Did you see his new video that he put up today?
No.
Holy, we gotta pause this recording and watch it.
I will not.
It was so. All right, we're watching it.
This has been an extended recording, waiting.
It's always an extended.
No, this is an extended waiting room recording session where it's like you ready, and he's like, "No, I gotta go get water for the 8th time."
Second time, excuse me, I was out of water, so I needed more of it. See,
welcome.
I got a water bottle this time. I'm not done telling my story yet, Tyler.
Welcome to episode 64 of Holy Heck, I Really Like Love Live, our podcast where we go in depth and discuss every single Love Live song from the very beginning until right now. I'm also using my my different audio interface, so with the magic of audio, I am now in a cave, and now I'm out.
Congratulations!
So Luke didn't hear that, but you guys did.
Give it up for the cave. We've really started clapping for everybody when they show up in the Discord. It's really wholesome. Well, I think they only do it when I'm there, because I start clapping when someone shows up.
Yeah, everyone just kind of parodying what you're doing, I guess.
It's very good.
Wow, what a way to be.
To have like 10 people clapping when Wally shows up in the Discord.
And he's Luke.
What are we talking about?
Luke. Happy birthday, the School Idol Project movie.
Happy birthday, School Idol Project movie. It's time. We've made it.
I'm actually, I know everyone is, it's a thing, but man, these songs are unironically some of the best in the entire series, I think.
Yeah, no, there's never, I don't think there's any like media put out that is more consistent than the SIP movie songs. I think even the movie is like itself is probably some of the best Love Live anime. Yeah. What I really appreciate about these songs, whenever I go to kind of decide on my favorite actual CD, all three of these are nominations, and that says something about all three of these CDs.
I agree. It's very weird though. I feel like this is just my personal preference. I like every song that this movie has to offer, all 6 of them. But I feel I think the full unit songs are marginally better than the solo songs. I think the solo songs are great, but it's great that we get a mix of one per each CD, so you get a dose of both. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Sure.
We're also
really great media.
We're also doing this in a little bit weird way. We're gonna go chronologically so we can talk about the movie rather than talking about the singles themselves. Coincidentally, today we are talking about the singles themselves,
except for they're in the wrong order from the actual single release. But that's fine. Don't worry about it.
Whatever. So today we were talking about hello.
Holy heck! I really like Love Live.
Kazoete and Angelic Angel. And we're also going to talk about the movie in old school, talk about season 2 style.
We watched the first 37 minutes of the movie for you guys.
Yeah, it was just for you guys.
It was really funny. We got to the end of Angelic Angel. All right, pack it up. Let's go home, guys.
Yeah, we just paused at the same time. We were in the beginning, we had a lot of issues where people were buffering or people weren't starting at the right time. And I was like, oh, we got to go back. And then Luke was like, well, why does it matter? We've all seen this 40 times. And I was like, you know what? Yeah. And then Dog was like, I've never seen it. We're like, Dog,
please. He ended up watching it. He watched it the rest of the night. I think it took him 4 hours, though, to watch it because of the buffering.
Cracking open a cold one.
Let me crack open a cold one with you real quick. Let me. Oh yeah, put that back. Clear.
Happy
quality H2O.
Happy Saturday releases from now on, guys. We announced it in the Discord, but if you're not in the Discord, we are now going to be releasing the podcast every Saturday rather than every Friday because Fridays goddamn suck for us.
Yeah.
Well, actually Thursdays suck for us in particular.
It just ends up being much easier with our schedules for the foreseeable future to just release on Saturday. So that's kind of what we buckled down. We're like, all right, let's just make this decision.
Yeah, so I'm very happy with the decision. I don't care.
Yeah, it's good. It's a goodie.
Anyway, so let's hop into questions real quick so we can talk about this movie that I've been waiting millennia to talk about. We got one from our boy Gold, who says, we finally arrived. Oh, last time we did Quadiaski and Shadowgate to Love. It's been a little bit.
And our question was, which of the three singles do you like the most?
Yeah. Yeah, that one. We finally arrived at Kawaii Yasuki and Shadowgate to Love. Now, I'm not a betting man, but I put everything I own on the fact that Kawaii Yasuki is my most played Love Live song. I found it when I was a wee lad just off the Sunshine Marathon and thought, whoa, I didn't know Love Live could sound like this. And I played it in the Ellie mix of Arashi no Naka. Where did this come from? Oh, this is a separate thought. I was like, the Ellie mix of Kawaii Yasuki, yeah.
Kawaii Yasuki.
And the Ellie mix of Arashi no Naka no Koi Dakara before Lantis came with the gun, rest in peace, on repeat whenever I went jogging for like a month. As for Shadowgate, I've only been listening to it fairly recently, and I'm part of the majority that's like, oh yeah, it's a good song, but not going to go out of my way to listen to it. As for this week's question, my pick is obviously going to be Guilty Kiss. Me and Kawaii Yasuki got history that none of these other songs have, and I don't hate Shadowgate to any extent. Plus, I'm a big Guilty boy, so that's that. Looking forward to talking about the movie songs next this week. Hell yeah. That's Gold. Gold's a cool guy.
I think Gold was part of our rewatch party. Speaking of rewatch parties, you better show up for our rewatches on Sunday. Dab. I think we're doing them at noon Eastern now.
I don't know. Whatever happens. I'm going to be at work.
Yeah.
Really like that.
Message Tyler on Facebook if you want a Zero Aura code.
You really can. Like, I will give out Zero Aura codes if you want. I'm the GameStop boy.
Pokemon's busted in you, dude. So good.
And what was I just going to say? Oh, I was going to reply to Gold's question. I've already talked ad nauseum about this. I think Kawaii Yasuki is a little wish it stayed one way, but I still like it. And Shadowgate to Love, big fan as a music boy, like whatever fan as of just listening to it. So it's an appreciate this type song. You know how it is.
Yeah, it really do be like that sometimes. We got one from
really
FedEx.
Do like that sometimes.
He started off by saying, "How much do I have to donate? How much do I have to donate to the podcast for you guys to have a new meme intro every week? You got to donate to Savivo because he's kind of our slave."
The answer is like upwards of around like $20 a week if you want that to be a reality.
We would do it though. We would have a different person read our intro for us every week.
If like unironically we did set up a Patreon one day, like if we could get like the equivalent of like $15 a week, that could be a thing that we'd spend the money on, not food or gas, just meme intros.
That is not going into our pockets. That's for meme intros. He then goes on to say, anyways, as for the question, my favorite CD out of this release trio is definitely this one he was talking about in the episode, Kawaii Yasuki and Shadowgate. I'm not as big a fan of Kawaii Yasuki as most people, but it's definitely a pretty good song, and the mecha anime OP vibe is really well done. However, Shadowgate is one of my top Sunshine songs and currently sitting at 16 in my overall ranking, which makes me love this entire album quite a bit more than Kinmirai and Galaxy. I can respect that. I'm the flip, but like this boy got the taste. I don't know what like the overvailing, the overwhelming like majority was in our comments. I'm guessing it was a lot of Guilty Kiss, just like because that's how
Guilty
it is.
Kiss. Let me
because it really do be like that sometimes. We
Guilty Kiss.
We did a cool little survey last week or like 2 weeks ago, finding out everybody's kind of tastes in the Discord. You know, favorite girls, favorite songs, favorite subunits, stuff like that.
Favorite person who checked not very excited at all for PDP or not at all excited.
Yeah, I'm
Whom's demands.
Yeah, like
Still
gauged
angry.
excitement for the movie and PDP. And it was really neat. The songs were actually super cool. I had to go through and manually count them, and I didn't count songs that had less than 3 votes. Because just like a completely arbitrary number, but it was just like the easiest, just because like every song kind of had a vote. Guilty Kiss had the most votes out of anything in the subunit category with 12 or 13, but Lily White had the most votes in total, which was kind of neat. Lily White was the only subunit that had every one of their songs listed, so that was kind of neat. Go Lily White, they're rocking it. Prawn Toms had no songs with more than 3 votes.
I tried Prawn Toms, I really did.
It feels bad. All right.
Anyway,
are we ready to dig into Hello, Look at This Cat save words that I like?
I don't think we are. Are we going to talk up to Hello about the movie?
No.
No?
No. 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 We got to rewind.
Well, a little awkward because I just said it. We got
a Mina Kimes rewind. We're good now. Are you ready to talk about the movie? Ready to start talking about the movie? Yeah, there it is. All right. This movie's really good. I really enjoy the movie. We were talking about it a little bit earlier. I don't remember if it was in here or not, or because we just kind of talk like we do amongst each other when we're doing the podcast. But this is just like one of the better things, like media things that Love Live's ever put out. I guess it's all media,
we've definitely put this in the That's definitely in the podcast.
Well, I do want to reiterate it though. Like consistently, this is good. The humor is still like top notch for SIP. It has some of my favorite character designs also because they kind of like tweaked the character designs.
Oh yeah, they like tweaked them a little bit.
It has my favorite Rin
actually
hair
has
color.
like I was just about to say the Rin hair color is the best out of the 8 she's had.
That's the biggest thing that they tweak for all the characters is they tweak the hair color a little bit. Maki's hair is a little bit darker, a little bit different tone, but like I like the tweaks of the hair color. I like the songs. The movie's really good. It's probably the best thing Love Live's ever put out, and now we're gonna talk about it.
So the movie itself, I'm always so surprised at how quickly so this is like the third or fourth time I've seen the movie, and every time I watch it, I'm caught really off guard at how quick they're in New York. Like,
oh yeah.
And I also forget that it is a literal like the second after season 2 ends, the movie starts kind of deal.
Yeah.
So they're in New York, and we get Honoka looking at about how big everything is. Okina traku. Okina hotel.
Yeah, the opening scene's got some pretty good humor. I like the little intro scene they do, where how they kind of introduce they have like X character voicing X character on a backdrop of their character color, or X girl voicing X character, and then like it shows their character doing something kind of what their character would do in the airport scene. I think that's like a really kind of a neat little intro.
It also is weirdly like character exposition-y, where it's like, hello, Honoka, the president of the school and school idol club member.
Yes, hello, Ellie Ayase, the ex-president of the school, and Russian.
Horosho, am I right?
Horosho, no, am I right, my fellow school idols that we won the contest after losing and saved the school? I do think.
Wow, aren't we great? I mean, obviously, it's because it's going to be for people who've probably never. I mean, of course, it's a fan movie, but I'm sure there's going to be some people that needed that. So it's like no harm done for us, and for them, they learn the characters a little bit more. So fine.
It's really kind of it's not as hard of an offshoot like some movies of this brand. It definitely.
My name is Midoriya.
Yeah, my name is Midoriya, and 5 minutes of exposition about how we got here. I don't know if you've seen the movie yet,
but just every episode.
It definitely like there's like 5 or 10 minutes of exposition of like how we're in this scenario.
When I was watching Avatar, it was my favorite because like around halfway, like book 2, every single episode became a previously on Avatar intro when it was like rare before. And you'd see like season 1 shit where it was like some weird ass character that you met and thought they'd never show up again. So you're like, oh, he's coming back this episode. Like that's what it made me think of.
No, I appreciate that little exposition scene because like it can kind of lead some newer people in when they're watching the movie. We have a reference. There's a wonderful Rush reference. Kotori has a pillow. Wow. We did it, guys.
Kotori sleeps confirmed. Congratulations, Kotori.
Congratulations. Happy birthday, Kotori.
So my favorite part of this movie is when
well, your favorite part of the first third of the movie
is when the 3 girls get lost in Harlem and see non-Japanese people for the first time.
That scene's so funny. I just want to become the guy that's walking behind them when
the happy man.
Yeah, the happy man. He looks so content with his life. I love him.
Can we talk about how this is like a perfectly faithful recreation of New York City, with the exception of the fact that the people are way too polite for New York City? I've never heard "excuse me" once in New York City, and people were smiling and saying "excuse me" like all the time in the movie.
That was pretty good. That was pretty close, actually.
Are you school idols?
Yes, we are school idols. We are called Muse. We sing and dance.
See you.
And then Nozomi just lies. They said we should explore the city. No, they didn't, Nozomi. No, they didn't. You fucking lied.
I like the fact that the English was clearly done by English-speaking people, but there was it's still bad.
So I guess
it's bad in a different way. It's not English, but it's not like good.
I've looked into this. It's because of this happens all the time because of the Japanese direction of like telling them they gotta speak in like a Japanese accent of a person speaking English. Just because of like pronunciations, a Japanese speaking accent will pronounce things differently in English, so that people watching the movie in Japan can understand the English. Like they won't be able to
sense.
understand me speaking English as well as somebody speaking like a Japanese person would speak English.
I can't understand you speaking English half the time anyway.
Yeah, neither can I. Yeah, I eat, and then
I'm
nay-naying right now, actually. And then they explore the city. There's some like pretty nice goof and gag scenes.
God.
There's
it's
the number
so
one
funny.
Hanukkah outfit. It's my absolute favorite.
Oh, with the hat and the sunglasses?
Yeah, I like that one. That's good.
It's very funny being a New York boy and seeing the scenes. For like I said, aside from people being way too polite, it is a very great recreation of New York City, and everything is like where it should be, and it's nice, and you can go visit. Actually, I think after Anime NYC this year, which is coming up, there is a tour run by Just SIF Things on Facebook where you're gonna run around and see all the locations of the movie, and it's like a whole day affair because it's all over the goddamn place. But it's so funny. I see posts all the times in my all the time in my my Love Live groups of like people visiting New York City from somewhere else, and they're like, "Oh my god!" And they take a picture of like the big stage at Central Park or whatever. They're like, "We are called Muse," like and I'm just like, "Yes, I see this all the time," and it's really cool. I really like how how well they recreated it. I guess.
Who had a more faithful recreation of New York, Spider-Man for the PS4 or Muse?
Muse forgot the Avengers building.
Oh man, they're done. It's just sitting there like a sore thumb.
Listen, guys, I gotta be honest with you. I've been trying to drink this drink for like a year now, but I don't want to like open it and make noise. So I'm going to open it one more time.
Just crack that
right here.
Boy, right here. You're with
us, open,
guys.
And I'm going to pour it into this glass. Ready for this ASMR?
That was nice. That was nice. That was nice. I appreciated that.
I can drink it.
I had to quiet down for that one to enjoy it. You guys ready for this ASMR? I'll do this. You gonna say something?
Are we underwater?
Yeah, it's just my water bottle.
Hello.
This is a good episode so far. We've been rambling on about movie stuff for a little too long. We got to run. I like New York.
All right, and how do we even end up at? What even happens? How do we lead into Hoshi? Hello.
They're at the top of a big building, and they're like, "Wow, it's so beautiful," and like Akiba.
Oh yeah, you're so right.
And Ren's like, "Wow,"
and then Ren
it's like
fucking
Akiba.
jumps off.
And then they're at the bottom, and it's raining, and they're like, "Wow, this is the worst place on earth." And Ren's like, "Dude, it's sick. Don't worry about it." And then they start dancing, and they start singing.
And then Hanayo comes out of the taxi that she took there, I guess.
I think Maki comes out of a taxi.
Oh, Maki comes out of the taxi, and Hanayo comes out of the restaurant.
Yeah, Maki's out getting some tea and slurping that chug.
She slurp. Oh my god, can we talk about the song now? I'm ready to talk about this song.
Hell no. Alright, play the song. Ooh, on this very spooky Halloween-themed episode, we welcome you in to the Bone Zone. I called it that for a little while, and Tyler had absolutely no clue what I was talking about.
It's the spooky. I'm in a cave now, Luke.
It's the spooky. Oh, I'll be in a cave also here. I'm really far away. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
It's the spooky xylophone. Ooh.
I had no fucking idea what you were talking about when you said it is the spooky, the skeletons, the bone zone. I'm like, what are you actually saying about this song? Turns out he's talking about a xylophone and he's thinking about skeletons playing their ribs or something.
Yeah, I'm 10,000%. Whenever I think of xylophones, the only thing I think about is skeletons playing on the ribs. This song's sick. I think it's pretty good. The instrumental is kind of a banger. It slaps pretty well. The vocals in this song, though, are the... This is like one good post-anime Hanayo. She gets one. Everybody gets one. Rin absolutely slaps in this song. Steals the show. Like it's not even close. She was put into this role to steal the show. Also, like this is a Rin song. Maki's very, very good in it. The only reason I think people... I still think she is better than Hanayo because that's terrible. But Hanayo is much better than usual.
Yeah, actually, if you want to start on that note, rarely will I say in a group of three people. We actually had the same situation with what was it, Kawaii Yasuki or Shadowgate? I don't remember which one it was, but I would like never in my life say that Mari, not Maki, Mari was like I hate the word the worst because that's not what I mean. The least good of the three in that situation, but she was, and I feel the same way about Maki in this, just because I feel like, you know, post-anime Hanayo's singing career is a bell curve, a reverse bell curve, where as soon as the anime starts, it just dips way down. But I feel like she gets up near, but not quite, her former glory that she had before the anime. And I feel like this is one of the prime examples of like endgame Hanayo being like almost as good as she used to be, just in a different way, you know?
I feel like it's not even close to pre-anime Hanayo. Because pre-anime Hanayo and post-anime Hanayo are just like honestly two different characters singing, just in how they sing. I think she impresses I think if I had an impress list, it would be Ren 1, Hanayo 2, Maki 3. I still think Maki's vocals are better though. Like in an impression, and just if you're impressing me, yeah, Hanayo is very impressive in this song, but still not as good as Maki.
Okay. I can totally respect that. I agree. I do think that they are two very different voices, but I just feel like just, you know, because everybody has like some kind of vocal quality, I guess, you know, like just the amount of quality the voice has. And I feel like during anime Hanayo, especially during early season 1, it was not up to quality and not as good as anybody
else.
And
season 2. And everything, right. Most things after season 2.
Hey, come on, man. Let me have my fucking moment, all right?
Dab on moment ring. What if you could go to heaven and almost ruin Luke's favorite Love Live song?
What if Hanayo said, I'm already Tracer? We're going to be looking back at that like a year from now and be like, what does that even mean?
What does that even... Nah, dude, that one's timeless. That one's... it's good. It's good.
But no, like, I don't know. Even though they are different voices, I feel like, yeah, you're right. She definitely impresses me, but I really like her voice, and I feel like it's really fitting for the song.
Yeah.
Maki too. But
that's not what I'm trying to say at all. Like, she is very, very good in this song. She sounds great.
I personally do like her a little bit more than Maki though in the song, and I'm usually like the biggest Maki, like, damn, she's the best in the song guy. But I love the way Hanayo and Rin blend together in the song, and Maki only adds to it. But if I had to pick one, I mean the one is Rin, obviously. But if I had to pick a second place, I would be the Hanayo boy in this instance.
Let us know down below if oh my god, if I die.
Hello?
Let us know down below if y'all are a taxi boy or if y'all are a getting tea outside a restaurant boy. Hashtag taxi
Civil
boy.
War.
Hashtag tea outside a restaurant boy.
Only rich people are allowed to comment taxis because no one takes taxis unless you're making like $100,000 a year or more.
That tea probably cost $100,000.
You're also probably right. Damn, just don't go to New York.
We didn't mention that. How much money did Kotori spend on cheesecakes here? Cheesecake.
The school, all right, yeah, school was gonna close down because of like funding or like lack of enrollment, but they sure had a lot of money to go to New York.
They're spending all the money. All right, song time. Like we said earlier, instrumental absolutely slaps in this song, and it is done by the spooky xylophone. The spooky xylophone really brings this song all together for me.
I appreciate the spooky xylophone. I didn't think it'd get as much airtime as it did, but I'm happy
it's so good. It's so good. Why is it there? And why do I love it so much?
Listen, man.
Dude, do people just hang out on the side of the streets in New York playing xylophone?
Well, actually, I was gonna say that. So, being the native, well, not really. I don't live in New York City, but I go enough where I know the things. New York City portrayed in anything is always like this like jazzy haven of like, wow, nightlife, wow, cool, wow. And really, when you go there, it's just like
just a bunch of homeless people having sex.
Yeah, literally. It's like the song matches the jazzy vibe of New York City, like, the stereotypical thing, but it's less jazzy and more just like people blasting Migos on like their shitty like cell phone speaker. Like it's really less magical and more just people being fucking annoying. One time I had a guy in the subway who brought it wasn't a boombox, it was like an amplifier, but it was a speaker, right? And it was those like those bags that you roll behind them, like the rolling suitcases. Yeah. It was like that, and it was a speaker, and it was awful. And like everything on the EQ was just turned up like maximum bass, maximum treble, maximum mid, and he was just playing his music at like party volume in the subway. I was like, "Are you a real person?"
Party rockers in the subway tonight.
Everybody just gonna get real annoyed.
Everybody just gonna be really upset but not say anything.
I know, right? I wish people said, I guarantee that person, like, if you said something, they'd be like, what's the problem? Just ignore me. Like, ignore you.
Dude, let me do what I want to do. Is it against the law?
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. So the New York City, I know I've mentioned a lot about like, this is a really good portrayal of New York City, but I mean strictly visually, not jazzily or politely. We're done. Moving on.
So, one of my favorite parts vocally of the song is the solo at the end by Rin, and how smoothly it leads into the short solo that Maki and then Hanayo get. That's like one of the smoothest transitions of girls singing and all. Like, it's hard to think of ones that are more smooth than that, and how well all three of their voices kind of blend together.
Yeah, and it's almost like it's almost hard to tell who's singing at some points because they blend so well.
They're singing separately, but like it's weird to say they blend together even though they're singing separately. But they all sound just perfect at that moment.
I agree.
Also, for the first goddamn 22 years of my life, I thought she said, "I love New York." She does not. She says, "I love New World." There's your guys'. For anybody like me out there, I've saved you the embarrassment.
It was funny because I was with Luke when he realized that wasn't what we were saying. That was actually on our first watch ever, because I watched it with Luke. Of my first watch. You already seen it of SIP movie, and it had subs for the songs, and it said
that's what did it for me.
And it was that, and he just had a fucking meltdown.
Who would win, Mermaid Fiesta or I Love New York? Let us know down below. What's the better dumb Luke thing?
I got a bone. Ha, bone. Get it? Skell. Ha. I have a bone. I got a bone to pick with this goddamn bridge. You're right. The singing in the bridge is phenomenal. And everyone here knows that I also have the largest fetish for weird time signature shit. Songs in 4/4, and then the bridge goes to 3/4. So instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I love New York. But
there it is.
When it transitions after, I think Maki is the last one, right? That makes sense. Right? I want to say Maki is.
I think it's Maki into Hanayo. Because Maki, who shows up first in the song? As I'd assume it's who shows up first in the song.
Might be Hanayo
that shows up
we
first.
have 1 and 2 chance of getting in this right.
It don't matter. we have 1 and 2 chance.
Yeah, right. Anyway, right before it goes back to Rin and the beat picks back up in 4/4, it is a musical speed bump. It is a musical pothole of just going back into 4/4. It hits me like a truck every time. Like right before the last Fushigi Gaki da na na, and it's just you just run face first into 4/4 again, and I don't like it because historically, think songs like Dropout, they've done time signature transitions so much better and just so much nicer, and it's like the buttery feeling that you get with the singing just in time signature form. And that's the one grievance I have with the song is the fact that it is a big speed bump there for me.
I'm curious who wrote this. I'd like to look into the lore of this.
I have that right here. Are we talking about the composer and arranger?
We're talking about Akihaka?
We're not.
My name Akihata.
Well, Akihata, every song. Akihiko Yamaguchi, who, you ready? Baby Maybe Koi no Button.
Yeah, get him out.
Matete Ai no Uta, Yume Yakataru, and Music Start. That's
we can let him back in.
Yeah, that's good enough. That is a nice enough portfolio.
Is this Baby Maybe also? Wait, hold up.
It's Angelic Angel and the other one. Not really.
Composed and arranged by, Baby Maybe Koi no Button as well. Wow, what a legend. Yeah. I'm looking, I just like put their name into the search on the wiki.
Did I just say that?
Did you say Baby Maybe?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
and then you replied to that.
I heard Loneliest Baby and I was angry. I was red with anger.
I thought you meant
Sweet and Sweet Holiday also?
I thought you meant, is this song Baby Maybe Syndrome? I'm like, not really. I mean, like, I like Angelic Angel, but this is a good song too.
I was totally just like, whoa! I was in a different realm. Sweet and Sweet Holiday also. This guy's about 50. This guy's hitting that 50-50.
Phantom's favorite. There it is.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
And EJ, oh my God, EJ injected himself into our goddamn. He's coming in. All right,
he's muted. He's muted. Don't bring him in anymore.
All right, he's muted. All right. EJ jumped in and wrote notes for me in all capital letters. Hello, Hoshi. 3-minute mark. Written note. Okay, see ya. And then left the channel. So if you go. Legend has it that if you go to 3 minutes in Hello Hoshi Kazoete, you can hear Rin sing a good note. That's during the bridge. That's like when she first starts singing the bridge.
I really appreciate it. We have a song notes channel, and I think only us three can see it. And Tyler and I will exchange beams in here, and I never even thought about the idea that EJ can see these as well.
Yeah,
we've been found out. I posted a picture of a scary toilet in here. I said only we can know about this. Only us three.
Yeah, legend has it if you go to 3 minutes, you can still hear Rin loving New York.
What is that the I in I Love New York?
No, it's.
I don't actually know. One sec. I didn't.
Yeah, I'll give you the 3 minute. Let's give everybody the 3 minute mark here.
Well, I need to give my fucking self the 3 minute. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's pretty good. I needed to go find it myself. So, like, usually when we have the pause like that, it's for like 2 seconds, then we start back up. That was for like 10 because I actually had to go find it. All right, I think we already did composers. Wow, we've seamlessly blended composers and arrangers. Wow,
just like they seamlessly blended the vocalists together in the bridge.
Let us know down below if we're the best podcast on YouTube or what. Who would you choose, Critical or us? Not
Critical as a podcast?
Yeah, it's very good. It's wow, I just thought of its name and now it's gone. It is that's the one thought of it I can have a day. Yeah, he posts on his YouTube all the time, I think. I
really like Critical's voice.
Yeah.
I also like Critical's. I think Critical, no exaggeration, Critical was one of the most attractive men I've ever seen in my entire life.
He's a beautiful baby boy. He's like 5'3". It's great.
Is he really that short?
Yeah, he's a really short. He's not 5'3", but he's really short.
He's at least 5'4".
He's at least like 2 feet tall. Yeah, I think we're ready to move on to the part where Hanukkah fucking dies. Yeah, we have a running Hanukkah dies counter on our Sunday rewatch of the entire series, and we're up to like at least 12 in 6 episodes. It's pretty good.
So everyone knows the part where Hanukkah gets lost. It's funny because she gets on the Q train, which is the same train I take to my girlfriend's house. So God forbid, if she got off at Prospect Park, she's like probably actually dead.
Well, there was a part where a girl was walking by, and I was like, "That's Karina. There she is." They animated Karina, and they're like, "She'll be a Love Life fan someday."
The mortified looks of all the other girls from the other train.
Yeah. Okay. I want to talk about. Actually, you go ahead. I'm going to go on a tangent.
Are you about to talk about Future Hunk?
I'm about to talk about Future Hunk.
All right, well, I'm going to talk about Future Hunk too, but mine is a lot more lighthearted than yours. I've always been confused as to who Future Hunk's target demographic is. Like, let's be real here. So the joke is, what language is she possibly singing in? The answer is English, but barely.
Kinda.
So is like English people are having a super hard time understanding her. Japanese people do not understand her at all because she is speaking English. I mean, unless you know English, of course. And she's singing at people in New York, and to thunderous applause. Like I don't understand who she is there for. I don't get it. Anyway, continue to the serious rant that you've been saving for this week.
Okay, thanks for being kind of positive, because Future Honk is my least favorite part of this movie.
Tell me more.
My biggest issue with SIP, so SIP does humor really well in the rewatch and just watching it in general. SIP's comedic timing, I think, is very good. I think SIP does comedy better than Sunshine. Not to say Sunshine does it bad at all. Sunshine does it also very great. But I'm like surprised how often SIP in the first 6 episodes has made me like genuinely laugh. It's been a while since I've watched it, and like I haven't really came at it to critique it very harsh before.
Remember that time we were supposed to watch it for the podcast? Do you remember?
Yeah, Sugoi. Yeah, we just got it fooled out. Thank you, Wiki. I think that's the greatest power that SIP season 1 and 2 have, and including the movie to a different extent. I think the movie does some of my issues better. My biggest issue with SIP is when it does drama. I think when it does drama, it's very heavy-handed. It's not the best well-written drama at all. I think SIP season 1 and 2 flubs drama pretty hard, and that's why I think it's the weaker show to Sunshine at this point. I think that, like I said, I think the comedic timing is really good. I think Sunshine alleviates a lot of those problems. It can still be cheesy drama at times, but like cheesy drama can still be enjoyable, you know. Whereas like the drama in SIP can be exceptionally cheesy. So Future Honk, back to Future Honk. Future Honk is my biggest issue. Or sorry, on the wiki, she's female singer.
Our boy, female singer.
My biggest issue with the movie is like the entire Future Honk thing. I think it's a really like they tried with this subplot. Like it's less of like I don't want to sit here and break it down like here's the film theory, is she real or not. It's just like not good. The entire future plot, the entire Future Honk plot is like in a show that's never had anything like supernatural at all. I feel like it's very strange and bad, and like you're supposed to be like, oh, she looks just like Hanukkah, and everything she's talking about is so much like Hanukkah, and wow, there she is in Hanukkah's dream, and like I just feel like it's super heavy-handed and like
oh my, you are fucking wrong. There has never been anything supernatural in Love Live. Have you seen the OVA?
Have you seen? Oh shit! Oh no, you're right. They wrapped like a couple pigs worth of ham around their fists and really went to town with the Future Honk thing, and I think it is by far the worst part of the movie. With that being said, the rest of the movie is so good that it's able to pick it up. I think the drama in the movie outside of the Future Honk stuff is like some of the best. But I really like just do not, every time Future Honk shows up, which granted isn't a lot.
I was gonna say at least it's a short-lived thing. Yeah, like they tried, but it is only for a few minutes.
Yeah, but every time it's kind of like that segment of the movie is by far my least favorite segment of the movie. It feels completely like unnatural, and it feels like it's very forced in there, and I do not enjoy it at all.
I feel you. I like her song. We are not talking about her song.
Sure.
That's not to say I wasn't like I like her song, you idiot. I know you don't like it because you're a piece of shit, and I like it, but that's not what I meant at all. I don't understand Love Live anyway, so what's the problem if I don't understand her song?
That's good. The OVA we gotta watch. So this upcoming Saturday, the day after this comes out, we're watching episodes 7 through 13 of the SAP season 1, and then the week after we're watching episode 1 through 6 of season 2 and the OVA. So prepare yourself, everybody that's watching. We are going to have a good time. Why don't we get a Sunshine OVA? What the fuck? Is the puppet show supposed to be the OVA?
The puppet show is the OVA. The OVA is Fudden just going yay, yay for 20 minutes.
Dude, no. The puppet show is the OVA. That's their supernatural version.
That's the AU timeline. Can we talk about how shitty everyone is who isn't Honoka? Like, They got back. Honeka's fucking mortified. All right, she's actually not because she was just hanging out with Future Honk.
She's Honoka. Okay. She's not mortified by anything.
Okay, but it was clearly a very traumatic experience for her in the beginning. And then she gets back and she's like, "Hey guys, I'm safe. Thanks for worrying about me." And the first thing Umi does is just fucking rip into Honeka. Like, "You are a piece of shit and I hate you." That's what she said in Japanese. That's what she said. The translation's wrong. That's what she said.
I think that's a good moment. Like that's
not my main grievance.
Character interaction.
But my main grievance
the rest of it's really funny.
The main grievance is the fact that they were fucking hanging outside the hotel. Just, "Oh, you're here." Like, they didn't look for her. I know.
Well, to be fair, how are they supposed to look for her?
Okay, but we're not even done. Like, the climax of the story is like the other half of the girls coming out of the building. Like, "Oh, Honk, you're back."
Oh, Hanukkah, you're back. Thank you.
And then Ellie is, "I am tired of having my center stolen by you. I am stealing the center." That's literally what she says.
And then Angelic Angel happens. Yay, yay, yay.
Here it is. Here it is right now. We out here not even writing a lot of notes for this song, despite the fact that I have a lot to say about it because I've been thinking about doing this song for goddamn millennia.
The song is good. On to the question.
Listen about this song, right? So, man, where do I even start? I didn't think this far ahead. I have so much to say that I don't have anything to say.
Wow. He is not ready for the center stage.
All right. I think that... Oh, God, don't remind me. I think that while both parts of the song... This is like my favorite Muse song, by the way. Or like, it's up there. It's like top 3. I remember it was in a fight with... What song is that?
Stallation.
No, Nawatobi, and I felt very guilty about having a solo song as my favorite Muse song. It just didn't feel right. No, but I feel like the vocals in the song are phenomenal, especially Ellie's solo part. But I do feel like the instrumental, for me, is by far the star of the show in this song. Which is like, if it didn't have this instrumental and it only had the vocals, like, it would be great, you know, still. Like, I think the vocals are fantastic, but the instrumental is just, like, next level amazing. This song pushes, like, so many boundaries that Love Live has never tackled before, and it's so cool to see. Like, there's, specifically in the guitar, right? So it uses something called a slide, which is like a big metal like thing you put on your finger. It's like a big metal cylinder that goes around your finger, right?
With the claws on.
Yeah, and instead of like, you know, where's my ukulele? Instead of it going up and sounding like this, it sounds really smooth, which is what you get. It
sounds like in Angelic Angel.
Yeah. and you get like the really smooth effect, and it's really hard to play with, by the way. If you're off even by like a centimeter, it becomes like weird country ass, like it becomes the spooky Halloween music from Last.
It becomes the intro to Long Winding Road.
Long Winding
Road. I knew that was wrong. I knew that was wrong. Right when I said it, I was like, this is incorrect. I'm thinking of The Climb, which also has the word long in it. Long climbing road.
Name road. And there's also jazz chords. So I don't know how to describe it. They're called open chords, but I've heard my teacher refer to them as cowboy chords before, where it's just like your standard.
Y'all gonna scroll by this podcast and not say howdy?
Y'all gonna scroll past this podcast and not play an open D? It's just like the chords that are just like, I get it. It's like dick.
Epic.
Wait, hold on, wait. It's like dick. All right, we're back. We're back out of the cave. You're gonna like that while you're editing.
Yeah, I'm excited.
No, so that's just like your standard A through G, just like down at the bottom of the neck, just kind of chords. But then jazz chords take it to another level where they're just so ridiculously complex and situational, where it's like you can't just play Angelic Angel using cowboy chords. It doesn't work like that. Like you have to have really specific ass chords to play it well, and that's why I haven't even tried to cover this song. It's just I could probably do it, but I don't want to. I've heard like jazz chords get so large and complex that I've heard stories of like if you make like a 5 with your hand right now, like a high five, and you like spread your fingers apart, the spaces in between your finger, I've heard of people chopping those a little bit, like cutting them a little bit, so that way their hands can move more and do better jazz chords. So don't do that.
All right. Diverging from the instrumental before you go some more. Instrumental super dope, and I'm kind of letting Tyler go over it. Let's talk about the fucking best solo in Love Live. Or maybe not the best solo in Love Live, but like the most wholesome solo, and why it's the most wholesome solo. For any boys that have seen the final live, this is like my favorite moment in a live ever. What like a lot of people know about like Nanjo's story and all the stuff she had to go through to be able to like perform in that live, and to be able to perform in like anything ever. At the final live, she was absent from a lot of the songs just because of like her knees weren't in this mortal realm.
And she had like the cart too for a lot of the parts where she would have to run to different parts of the stage.
So parts where you had to run to large distances, she would cart over when maybe everybody else would run. So it's really sad, and she had to skip out on a lot of songs they had done before, which is fair. I totally get it. But the best part in that live, I love Moment Ring Day too, but the undeniable best part in that live is her last solo during Angelic Angel, and how happy she looks just to be able to like be there. Did you hear that? Did you hear the fucking?
I heard
demon?
Something guttural, but I didn't.
Did you hear the demon come up from my fucking from my hell spawn pit? I'm sorry for that, everybody at home.
My favorite part
I'll
of
bleep that out.
You will not leave that in. No, my favorite part about Angelic Angel, I think it must have only been played 2 times because it was a movie song, from day 1 to day 2.
Yeah.
But both times it was played, she sounds
so happy.
Yeah, but
it's so nice.
But she sounds exactly the same, and she doesn't do na 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 angel. She does na 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 na, and then the whole crowd goes angel. They go ape shit.
That's just it's so.
I feel
wholesome.
bad because she does like the come on, like raising her hands from down to up, like come on, and she hops twice while she does it, and every time she does it, I'm like ow for her knees.
Do not hop. And it's such a Love Live has these great moments at the concerts where it really makes you feel like Love Live.
It really makes you feel like Batman.
Yeah, it really makes you feel like a Love Liver. And I think it's just an absolutely great moment. It's one of the best moments in like a Muse concert. Just like how happy she is to be able to be there at all. How obviously ecstatic she is, and in this great moment where it's the only one of only 2 times that she probably will ever perform this song live, and kind of lets the crowd do it. I absolutely love it. It's
Muse
one of my
reunion
favorite.
in 2020 when she has robotic legs.
You're talking about 2020 Olympics, baby. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Snow halation, please. And I think we don't talk about live shows too much around here. We might mention it every week or something, but it's just one of the best live performances. It's consistently one of the best, and I super big time suggest everybody to go like find it somewhere. It's just one of the most wholesome moments ever in Love Live, and I absolutely adore it.
I really do think, in all honesty, not for every song. I mean, some songs are like only okay live, but like the live shows are like almost half of what a lot of Love Live has going for it. You know what I mean? Like some shows are just like there are songs like we talked about it. Love. We had the one question that was like live performances that didn't meet your standards, but then there's also live performances that kind of like define the whole song, and I feel like this is one of them.
Yeah.
It's really
a huge part of Love Live's marketing is how important the seiyus are, and thus how important the live shows are. And this song really, I think the song's really great, really, really great. It gets elevated to a whole new level live, and I super suggest everybody to go find, even if you can't find the final live to watch, go watch this performance because it's really good.
For sure.
All the vocalists that are asked to do great things in this song.
What the hell they deliver?
What the hell they deliver? It's 10 out of 10. They got the fans.
Fantastic song. So yeah, just other things in the song. Let's see. I like reaching new heights in the chorus every single time with
Dude, they're getting up there. Let's talk about now real quick. This ties back into the movie. Let's talk about the PV for this.
Oh my god! I was going to actually say the outfits, but you're right. The PV.
Yeah, we'll go with the outfits in a second because they are. I think we both had them in our top 3 best outfits when we did that in a question.
I think you actually chose My Tonight over Angelic Angel. You thought it was Angelic Angel, maybe, but stronger.
Maybe, yeah.
I think those were your exact words.
Styx, we ask you. We pray to Styx the historian. We were talking when we were watching the rewatch. We were just like jokingly were talking about how obviously Nozomi has all of the. She has the Infinity Stones.
I saw a theory about how Umi is Thanos and has the Infinity Gauntlet with all the stones. Did I say Umi? I meant Nozomi. Sorry.
Okay, they're the same person. It's fine.
Yeah, and she disguised the Reality Stone or whatever with just tarot card readings.
There it is.
Or whatever card that would be, or whatever stone, whatever. And when they're flashing back and forth to Otonokizaka in Times Square, that is clearly the Reality Stone or whatever, or Space Stone. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what they're called. What's the time zone? Oh my god, the flashback at the beginning of the movie. Holy
future honk, holy shit.
Holy guacamole.
There's never been any supernatural shit in Love Live except for when Nozomi has the Infinity
Except for
Gauntlet.
the entire series. The Power Stone to bring 9 girls. The Power Stone to just ram herself into a group when nobody wanted her. Holy
Make it 9 and she just rewrites reality.
Oh my god, I love it. Outfits though.
What did it cost? Everything.
No, outfits in this. I'm sure we talked about the outfits before.
Outfits are
these have just the best fucking hairstyles.
I'm doing the biggest okay sign I've ever done. 2 of them, in fact.
These just have some of the best hairstyles in all.
I
in
love
like the entirety.
Umi's braids.
Yeah, the Mickey Mouse braids.
I shudder. I'm sure it was like a lot of hairspray, like mostly. But I truly shudder to the amount of wire that must have been in Marine's hair that night when they performed Angelic Angel.
Yeah, we were talking about it, like how much hairspray they use, because like you can tell. So if you watch an Aqua's concert, the 2 I'm going to compare like really hard are like if you watch King and Aina. King, they don't do too much to her hair because like Hanamaru doesn't do much to her hair. And you can like see the sweat in her hair and how it like affects her hair. Aina though is absolutely just filled to the brim with hairspray. So like her hair does not fucking change consistency the entire night. And I think that's just the funniest thing.
Do not ruin the loop.
Do not ruin the loop in the little braid. I swear to God. I swear to God, Aina.
The PV itself, I love everything about it. I love the aesthetic. I really. Even after being a live around here, I still love the aesthetic of like, Times Square and the city, even though Times Square is literally just a bunch of ads, but top 10 things they won't tell you.
How did they get Times Square?
They didn't. It was Nozomi. It was Nozomi fucking rewrote it.
Oh my god, boy, the lore. What if they never went to New York? They were in Otanakazaka the entire time.
Yeah, what if they went to Italy?
Oh my god.
Driving.
Waka.
Holy, no wonder we made the podcast. Holy hell, that was not planned.
That was good. We're good at this coming up with shit off the top of our head.
But I am a sucker. I will spend money on things in video games that give me a trail. So when you have like the fans and like they're leaving behind the yellow trail the whole time, holy hell, that is my favorite thing.
Really cool when they tried to do it live and like on the screen the first day, it was on the screen, but it glitched out the screen like really badly because I think it was supposed to track, but it like went very poorly. So on day 2 they didn't have it.
Goodbye.
I
love that. I love the kimonos or yukata or whatever, and I think everything about this PV is just perfect. I'm a huge fan, and I also love New York.
Yeah, I love New York. I love composers and arrangers.
Tsubasa clicking the link. Na, na, na.
Oh god, it's we do a good show around here.
Oh no. Hoshi, no. No, it says it was. What the fuck? It says it was arranged by nobody.
We make good content around here.
Talk about this name, Angelic Angel. What the hell?
Angelic, yeah, dude. Who's man? Akihata, I'm coming for you. What was I watching the other day where Akihata did all the music in it?
Oh, this is the boy that does all the good songs. All right, here we go. Angelic Angel. This was, what is this? Arranged by Tatsuya Kurauchi, who also does Paradise Live, Shangri-La Shower, Sunny Day Song. We got more, don't worry, I promise. Pure Girls Project, Trouble Busters. We got even more for you, Luke. Beaten Angel, Loneliest Baby.
Yeah.
And Innocent Bird. Damn, this guy is all hits for you, huh?
Wow.
And
he's popping off.
And Troublebusters was You Go, of course. How could we forget?
You go.
And I'm fairly certain this other person has other stuff. I recognize this name. Yeah, here we go. Sorry. Shintaru Mori, Psychic Fire, Kuririn Miracle, Bokura wa Ima no Naka de, Love Wing Bell. Ooh, and that's it. All right, there we go. Whew.
Yeah, it's fine. We did it.
I saw that it was the something guy for the first one. He did I don't remember which one it was, but I saw it and I was like, ooh, I know this guy makes good stuff. And then I was like, Luke, you're gonna like this. And then we went into like every song Luke has ever went on the record being like, fuck Love Live, I hate this song. I'm like, oh, this isn't starting off very strong.
What was the thing that we were watching the other day? Oh, it was when we were watching all the anime OPs. Gold said like one of the shows that we they're like, yeah, Akihata did all the songs.
Oh, it was me.
Like, wow.
And that was
what was it?
It was it was Azumanga Daioh.
Hey guys,
Lou,
watch
Lou.
Bunny Girl.
Not piano, Asekai. The Moonbase Alpha version. Come on, that's the best version.
Watch the Bunny Girl anime, guys. It's really good.
What was it called? AU Madden Daioh or whatever.
Yeah, that was a good video. God, I'm just gonna put the entire video right here.
Please don't. That is stealing.
It'll
questions. Are we done? Are we done with?
Yeah, question time, Deb. We have the world's easiest questions the next 3 weeks. Starting off this week with what's Yalm's men's favorite? If you just rank the 3 full unit songs in this,
yes,
from the
full
movie.
unit in particular from the movie.
So Bokutachi, Sunny Day Song, and Angelic Angel that we just talked about. So rank them from 1, 2, 3. Tyler, hit that dab.
See, this is where not liking the word worst comes in, because I think Sunny Day Song is at the bottom of my list, but like you can't say that because it's like a top 10 boy. It's like a top 15 boy. I love Sunny Day Song, but you have to have a last. So Sunny Day Song is number 3. Now, statistically, if we're going by facts and logic, Angelic Angel would be number 1 as I like it the most, but the sheer impact that Bokutachi has had on my life and how it just represents everything I love about Love Live as a whole and how it can still bring me to be an emotional boy to this very day, despite the fact that I've heard it a million times. If I put it in context of the movie, is there any other song in Love Live that can do it for me like that? Wonderful Stories on an emotional day. But Bokutachi, for me personally, the fact that I like it less as a song than Angelic Angel can't make up for the emotional impact the song has on me. So, Angelic Angel 2, Bokutachi 1. What about you, Luke?
If I had to rank them, just like with what you're saying, this is incredibly difficult. For 3, I gotta go with Sunny Day Song. My 3, Angelic Angel and Sunny Day Song, are like neck and neck. There's not a correct. You know, I'm a cheat. Tied for number 2, baby. We did it. We cheated. I didn't let you take this route. I'm gonna go Angelic Angel. If I had to rank them, 3 is gonna be Sunny Day Song. 2 is gonna be Angelic Angel. Incredibly close between those two. Just like the smallest edge to Angelic Angel. Sunny Day Song has like one of the best live performances, but Angelic Angel has like arguably the best live performance. So I'm gonna give it the small edge there. And then number 1 for me, Bokutachi. Whoa, that was weird. I think I had an aneurysm there. Yeah. So Bokutachi is gonna be my number 1 of the 3. Just cry boys. Cry boys.
Oh, the cry. And they don't even have a PV in the movie. They just have clothes.
Let's ask Wally. Let's see. Let's pull him in here. Hey, Wally, which one of these 3 songs is your favorite? Okay.
He said,
Okay, cool. The good ranking by Wally. All right.
Tune in next week.
Tune in next week when Wally's permanently on the show.
Tune in next week when we get completely out of order and we talk about, oh God, which one is next?
Heartbeat and then
it is Heartbeat and then Future Style. Okay. Heartbeat and then Future Style. I think by far the weakest episode out of all 3 that we're gonna do. That's just
Future Style secret banger.
I know. I was listening to it today. Hold on, I'm gonna die real quick. Help. Anyway,
send thoughts and prayers Tyler's way.
Send thoughts and prayers to Savivo for doing this intro this week.
Yeah, Savivo. Well, we don't know if he's like, he's doing it. Savivo, give it up for Savivo.
If Savivo didn't do it, just happy birthday to him anyway.
Happy birthday, Savivo. All right, we'll see you guys next week.
See you next week, friends.